What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email. That's right here. But today, I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this latest album from Jeezy called Pressure. Now, Jeezy, aka Young Jeezy, is an Atlanta rapper who has given us plenty of gems, including the Thug Motivation series. I liked all those projects. I also liked The Recession and Seen It All, so he's an artist who definitely has some great work in his discography. In spite of that, though, his last couple of projects really didn't do much for me. Church in the Streets got very draggy at about 19 tracks. It just didn't keep my interest through the whole thing. And then with Trap or Die 3, we certainly got some bangers, but it was lacking that punch that Jeezy's music usually has. Thankfully, I can say this one is a little bit better, but it's still not returning Jeezy to his perfect form like that early classic Jeezy. Not hating though, this is still a pretty good project, and you are going to get some nice bangers on this. In particular, I thought Spyder and In a Major Way had those Thug Motivation vibes. Just ignorant ass bangers where Jeezy is urging you to make moves in a major way and get your money up. So these are the type of tracks you can work with in the gym. There's some other bangers on here with crazy bass rolls, including This Is It, and there's another one that's called Respect. So again, you want to get in your car, just drive around disturbing the neighborhood, you want to push some extra weight while you're pushing some weight, then by all means, you're definitely going to want to turn up with this shit. Shout out to Cold Summer with T Grizzly too, because that shit is nasty. As is the case with a lot of albums though, this one certainly falls into generic territory. Jeezy still sounds as good as ever with that raspy voice as he spits some dope boy tales, inspiration, and braggy shit, but I really feel like even a tiny bit of inspiration or added depth or approaches would have gone a long way here, because as you listen through this, it just kind of sounds like Jeezy light. There are certainly those good tracks that I already spoke on, but there was something missing from this to truly make it great. Instead, we do get tracks like Them. This is just a typical thug love track featuring Tory Lanez and Rick Ross. Really just sounds like a million songs you've already heard before. And it's actually the same thing with The Life. This is decent as a night rider. It is kind of smooth and wavy, but then you just get this very simplistic hook from Wizkid and Trey Songz. I'm not saying these tracks are all out trash. They just really sound like copy and paste songs that could have went on a million projects, not just by Jeezy, but anyone else. And that's the thing. Sometimes I say this when I'm speaking on albums in regards to genericism. I'm not saying these tracks are awful and trash and like the worst shit I've heard all year. Just that they don't stick out, and I think sticking out is what makes a great project, man. You gotta have some verses or bars or beats or appearances that really are gonna switch things up, and you don't get that with a lot of these tracks. So I do have to mention some of the other features are kind of lackluster. On the piano banger Bottles Up, Puffy shows up just to do nothing more than some ad-libs, and YG and Kodak Black really don't bring much to the title track. However, 2 Chainz has a solid verse on Floor Seats where he says, fuck the kiss cam, they should have a shoe cam, because at the last game his shoes were worth $2 grand. Just thought that shit was kind of funny. And of course, we gotta bring up American Dream featuring Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. I did like the production on this one, has a little bit more of a smooth vibe to it, and as you could guess, this is a bit of a political track. You got Jeezy on here saying that his president used to be black, but now he's whack, a cool throwback to his old song, My President is Black, and Kendrick Lamar is on the outro just doing this sing-songy thing. It's kind of catchy, but really it wasn't anything too out of the ordinary. J. Cole though, he absolutely snapped on this track and he bodied it. I really appreciate how he mixed his flow up on this one. He brought a little bit more speed and energy to the occasion, and he's speaking on shit as he always does. Just people chasing the American dream, problems in the streets, problems with the prison system, etc. Definitely one of the better tracks on this record. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with a 3 out of 5, because I did think this was pretty good, but it ain't great. It's not Jeezy at his best, it's not Jeezy at his worst, but it's definitely worthwhile if you just want some bangers to turn up with. And hey, that's what Jeezy does. I just wish he had a bit more storytelling, maybe mix the production up a little bit like he's done in the past, but it is what it is, and this is pretty good for Jeezy in 2017. But you guys can hit me up in the comment section with your thoughts, and of course, man, make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff. You know where I'm at, so check out my social media sites, show me love, and show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.